The Arctic has evolved from a frozen wilderness at the top of the world to a front line for climate change, a hub of global business, and a stage for geopolitical tension. Why, though, should anyone outside of the polar circle be concerned? Because events that take place in the Arctic do not remain there. The world will be affected by melting glaciers, changing weather patterns, and new trade routes. We'll explore the 8 strong arguments for why the Arctic is important now and why its future is directly related to ours today. Number 8. The Arctic as Earth's early warning system. The Arctic is like a magnifying glass for climate change. Temperatures here are rising more than twice as fast as the global average, a phenomenon known as Arctic amplification. Ice sheets, glaciers, and permafrost are melting at unprecedented rates, releasing massive amounts of fresh water into the oceans and contributing to global sea level rise. Scientists monitor this region closely because it provides an early glimpse into the planet's future. For instance, ice loss affects ocean circulation, which in turn influences weather patterns across the globe. The Arctic doesn't just reflect climate change, it accelerates it. Every year that passes without intervention magnifies risks for people living thousands of miles away. From agricultural shifts to extreme storms, the Arctic's signals act as a global alarm bell. Number 7. Rising seas threaten millions. Melting Arctic glaciers and ice sheets directly contribute to rising sea levels, which pose an existential threat to coastal communities worldwide. According to recent studies, even a few meters of rise can flood major cities like New York, Tokyo, and Mumbai, displace millions, and destroy vital infrastructure. But it's not just about urban areas. Rising seas also harm freshwater supplies, erode coastlines, and increase the frequency of extreme weather events like hurricanes and tsunamis. The Arctic's meltwater flows silently into the oceans, yet its impact can be devastatingly loud, transforming the lives of millions within decades. Understanding and addressing this is critical because the choices we make today determine the safety and sustainability of future generations. Number 6. A new frontier for shipping and trade. The retreat of Arctic ice is opening shipping routes that were previously inaccessible for centuries. The northern sea route along Russia and Canada's Northwest Passage are shortening voyages between Europe and Asia by up to 40%, saving weeks of travel time and significant fuel costs. This promises a massive economic opportunity, but it also carries serious risks. Ships navigating these waters face harsh, unpredictable conditions, weak emergency infrastructure, and the potential for environmental disasters. Nations are racing to claim control over these routes, turning the Arctic into a strategic and economic battleground. As global trade grows, control over Arctic passages could become as crucial as control over oil reserves, reshaping the balance of international power. Number 5. Riches beneath the ice. Beneath the Arctic's frozen surface lie vast reserves of oil, natural gas, minerals, and fish. Some estimates suggest the Arctic holds 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of natural gas reserves, alongside rare minerals crucial for technology and renewable energy. These resources are highly attractive to nations and corporations seeking energy security and economic growth. However, exploiting them comes at a high environmental cost. Oil spills or industrial accidents in these remote, fragile ecosystems could be catastrophic, with recovery taking decades. The Arctic represents a delicate balance between economic opportunity and environmental stewardship, and how humanity manages it will have consequences for generations to come. Number 4. A unique and fragile ecosystem. The Arctic is home to an astonishing array of wildlife adapted to extreme conditions. Polar bears, walruses, Arctic foxes, narwhals, and countless migratory birds that depend on seasonal ice. As the ice melts, these species face habitat loss, food scarcity, and changing migration patterns, threatening their survival. The disappearance of keystone species has cascading effects on the entire ecosystem, impacting oceans, fisheries, and human communities that depend on these resources. The Arctic is not just about exotic animals, it plays a crucial role in maintaining biodiversity and ecological balance. And its degradation is a warning of how human actions can destabilize even the most resilient natural systems. Number 3. Geopolitical tensions on the rise. The Arctic is becoming a hotspot for international politics. Countries like Russia, the US, Canada, Norway, and Denmark are asserting territorial claims driven by resource potential and strategic shipping lanes. Russia, for example, has militarized parts of its Arctic coast, while other nations invest in icebreakers and Arctic research stations to secure influence. This has created a high-stakes geopolitical chessboard where conflicts over territory, resources, and navigation rights are intensifying. The Arctic's strategic importance means that decisions made there could influence global diplomacy, military strategy, and international law for decades. Number 2, impacts on global weather. The Arctic helps regulate the planet's climate. Melting ice changes the temperature gradient between the poles and the equator, which in turn disrupts the jet stream, causing extreme weather events worldwide. This means that heat waves in Europe, floods in Asia, and polar vortex cold snaps in North America can often be traced back to changes in Arctic ice. Understanding the Arctic is therefore not an abstract scientific exercise. It's vital for predicting global weather, preparing for disasters, and protecting food and energy supplies. In essence, the Arctic's stability underpins the planet's weather and climate systems, making it crucial for everyone, everywhere. Number 1, scientific discoveries that could change everything. The Arctic is a natural laboratory unlike any other. Ice cores reveal detailed climate records going back hundreds of thousands of years, helping scientists understand Earth's climate history and predict future trends. The Arctic Ocean is full of unique marine life, much of it still undiscovered, and permafrost contains ancient microorganisms that could offer insights into climate resilience or even medicine. Researchers are racing against time because rapid ice loss threatens to erase this scientific treasure trove. Studying the Arctic now allows humanity to unlock knowledge that can guide policy, innovation, and survival, making it one of the most important regions for science today. The Arctic might feel distant and uninhabitable, but its importance is global. From climate change and rising seas to trade routes, natural resources, and geopolitics, what happens in the Arctic affects the world in profound ways. Paying attention now isn't optional, it's essential, because the Arctic's future is inseparable from our own, and the decisions we make today will shape the planet for generations to come. If you want to understand more about our changing planet, stay informed and take action. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. The Arctic might be at the top of the world, but its impact is felt at everyone's doorstep.